So essentially what Spirit was saying was that we, as we are embodying this and as we are remembering this in our remembrance, then we are able to create in such a magnificent way on our mission. And the lacks, and what they said to me was the physical body, the things that we see in our physical body are only messages, and we know that because we always talk about that together, that the body is a barometer for the soul. But as we step into this remembrance on a real soul essence level in this human form, we are in that place where we are choosing, but we're choosing from a place of soul and not from a place of the human saying, I would like that or I desire that. We're actually choosing from a place of our soul's integrity and our soul's mission. Does that make sense? Yeah, that what they're coming through with. I mean, I'm just really excited. So let's oh, thanks, Sarah. Yes, I know. Sarah's saying when there's so much energy running, it can affect the technology. Absolutely, and I also think that there are lots of kind of like, what's it called when they check to see if it's really you, and you have to go through all these things where you have to say yes and no before they actually let you go live, and that's what I think was happening as well, so I had to redo it. But we're here now, we're live, and that's great, and everybody is here. So let me just get this up on my, there we go, and let's go into our meditation and see where the guides are going to take us. Fantastic. Good. Is anybody here for the first time? Anybody done any of this work before, or is this new to you to be thinking about this incredible frequency of now, this 1111 portal? Is anyone new? Just pop it in the chat here on the Zoom. Or is everybody really connected to this? Oh, Gloria, you're new. Wow. So this is great. This is a fantastic awakening. There's more people coming in, Wendy. Okay, so we're going to start now because it's 17 minutes past. Okay, so let's come into our heart space. We've already created a sacred space. We're now going to go into our meditation. We will see who comes in. I know for a fact Metatron is here. I know that Melchizedek is here too. So 2 Ascended Masters are already stepped in. So let's see who else comes. So come into your heart space and just take this time for you. So I'd like you to breathe in through your nose and just hold it for as long as you would like and then release it. So we're going to take some deep breaths and hold our breath for as many seconds as you feel is helpful for you, and then release. And as you hold your breath now, I want you to imagine a beautiful light in your heart. And so as you hold your breath, in the next breath, see that light getting brighter and brighter. And as you experience this expansion in your heart, you may start to be able to feel it. Or you may just have a sense of peace and calm. And so as you next breathe in, I want you to hold and this time focus on your third eye. This is the bridge between your nose and your eyes. And this is your inner sight. So hold in your inner sight. Imagine a beautiful, I see a kaleidoscope of colours. So imagine that light expanding your third eye. and release when it's comfortable for you and you can hold it no longer. And then just keep breathing into your third eye and release. And then draw your attention through your breath down to your heart. And you can normalize your breath now and just watch as that light starts to expand in every single cell of your body. Expanding, opening up the cells for healing, for utilizing more light in your body, in your field. As we are raising our vibration in this time of ascension, our physical bodies are becoming more crystalline. And so our field of light is becoming finer and brighter. And as we step more fully into the knowing of who we are and the remembering of who we are, we become a finer vibration. And therefore, the guides and the angels and the ascended masters and the galactics, all of the beings of light, our councils, can blend more easily with our frequency. And this is why people talk about the veil being thinner. And of course it is. However, it is because we are becoming finer in our vibration, less dense. So we are able to connect more easily with those beings who are of a very fine, high vibration. So as we draw our light into our body and right down to our legs and our feet, we just start to feel that sense of connection to Mother Earth, to Gaia. And let's imagine that Gaia is this beautiful platinum golden light. And in that platinum golden light, we can see our very own Earth star. And that beautiful Earth star may have a colour for you today. And just notice it with no judgment. And it may look like a crystal, or it may be solid. Whatever yours looks like, however it is perfect. And I want you to feel the sense of being grounded into Mother Earth. And the remembering that even if in this lifetime you haven't felt supported by Mother, meaning your own mother, then know that you are always supported by Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, in your human experience here. And so what I'm guided here to do is to get us to feel the assimilation of all the nutrients that we need from the earth. So we just trust that whatever we need, we receive, whether it's magnesium, zinc, crystal, whatever it might be. We just know that we're receiving this through our beautiful Earth star. And that our Earth star is expanding out across this beautiful new Earth that we are all creating as star seeds in the assistance of humanity. Good. So remember to breathe. And then draw your attention and your light all the way up to your heart again. And then follow that light through up to the crown of your head. And you may get a sense that you move slightly as you are aligning in the chair that you're sitting in. And start to feel your crown open. And we know that we are in this beautiful sacred space, so that we know we can open, we can connect, we can feel completely safe in this space. And so as your crown is opening, you may get a sense of golden light. The ascension chakras are a very different frequency to the old 3D chakras, which are equally as important. But as you are ascending to a higher frequency, the chakras are given to me in rainbow colors. So they are like iridescent colors. And the crown is very golden. So you may get a sense of that. And then draw your attention through breath. Take a really beautiful deep breath. And draw your attention to above your crown. And as you are connecting above your crown, you can get a sense of your soul star. And this soul star is a beautiful star that connects you to all of the wisdom and the knowledge from all of the times before, all of the lifetimes that you've lived, the knowledge of the universe, and everything you need, that pure wisdom that is already within you. And I want you just to bring that light. So imagine that beautiful soul star, and as I see it today, I see it very silvery and bright, and you may see it slightly differently, and that is fine. And then imagine a shower of light. It's almost like you are bathing in this shower of light, sparkling light. And the guides say just to imagine that this is like a cleansing light all over your body, and just to feel that cleansing of your auric field, your vibrational mirror out to the world. So just feel that cleansing happening. Intend it. Take a deep breath, and you're sitting now in a beautiful fifth dimensional bubble of light. So just bathe in that light for a moment. And now we're going to invite in our very own Council of Light. So we have guides that work with us in all of our lifetimes. And if you're new to experiencing your guides, don't worry. Just know that every single person has them. We just don't always see them or know that they're there. So we're just going to invite them in. And you may have heard of Ask and It Is Given. So we ask our guides to come in, even though they are very present with us at all times. We invite them to step in and support us. Okay, good. I'm just going to do something that I do in my mediumship training. I just want you to imagine and ask your guides to step out. So just ask your guides to step out, and you may get a sense of a different energy. And now you're going to ask them to step in and step in even closer to be with you. Good, good. Okay, good. And you may get a sense of the signature. So the signature of a guide is really the feeling or the colour or the energy or the knowing, okay? And just feel into how that feels for you. Good. So let's invite the angelic realm in. So we have beautiful Rahani angels, which means of one heart. And you might see them as pink, or you might get a sense of them as pink celestial angels. So we're going to invite the Rahani angels. Are already here, but we'll invite them in. And we're going to invite all of the other angels that wish to support us, the archangels. And now I see the Ascended Masters going in. Okay, good. So I actually see Joshua and Mother Mary. And then I see Metatron, and the sense I get with him is very much, we are ready, which is really exciting. And then he's actually in the front, standing in front. And then Melchizedek, who I call MD, because he's kind of like the MD of the spirit realms. So he's here, and he has his book of codes. So that tells me that activations are here for our mission, which is really exciting. And now I want you just to come into your heart space. So just come into your heart space. And I just want you to set your intention. Just set your beautiful intention. Something that you would really like to experience today that would really enhance your life. maybe to heal something in your life. And just know that your soul knows exactly why you're here, what you're choosing to do, what you need to heal, what you need to experience. So don't worry if you feel, oh my goodness, I should have said this. Your soul already knows, all right? Okay, so we're just going to connect with our higher self for a moment. And this is where I'm guided. I can see Ashtar here, actually, of Ashtar Command, and he's coming in the galactic sense here. And he's saying that he would like us all just to connect in with our higher self. So I want you just to imagine that there is a light just above your heart. This is actually your higher heart. And it's where, perhaps if you wear a necklace, you can see where that might be. It's where your thymus thyroid is. So I want you just to connect in with that light there and really lose yourself in that light as you breathe into that space. And I want you to ask your higher self, what do I need to know? And just listen. Okay, good. All right, so I want you to reconnect into your Earth Star and your Soul Star. I want you to reconnect with your light. And now I want you to just experience as Metatron steps in, and he's showing me a portal of light. He's telling me that this portal of light is something that we are ready to step into. And on this 1111 frequency, this is the pinnacle moment of the frequency of this portal. This is sacred geometry, and he says that this sacred geometry is working with our DNA structure. And so as we step into this portal in a moment, we will be experiencing not only a shift in our DNA strands, he's showing me, but also an incredible shift in our frequency, in our crystalline field. And so we may notice, he says, that our physical bodies may start to change, and that doesn't mean we're going to grow extra legs and arms and things like that. But what it means is that the structure of our body may change. And so therefore, what we put into our body and experience, we may be drawn to different foods and liquids, as well as different people and different circumstances. And we may notice that we will let go of many different aspects of our life. Okay, so that's just a disclaimer from Metatron. Okay, so I now see the Galactics coming in here. So the Palladian Collective are coming in here on the right. Oh, gosh, coming in really close. And the Arcturians are here. And the Syrian High Council are here, and they often come in with light language. So I want you just to stand as if your arms were open. I have mine open physically, and you can too if you choose. And I want you just to imagine that Metatron is taking your hand and is walking with you into this portal. Now, as I see this portal, I see it like a pyramid, like a triangle, and the colors of this portal are deep purple, magenta, gold, blue, green, many different colors. And as I am, and I feel I'm being taken into this portal now, I am experiencing quite a lot of light frequency, almost like flashing of lights. So he's saying that this is the time now for the one of the tones to come through, the first tone to come through. And he's saying that this is where the Palladians come in. So the Palladians are stepping in now. And they wish to release any resentment of being here on the earth plane, he's saying. So we need to release the resentment before we step into this remembrance, this remembrance of the simultaneous life that we are living in the realm of spirit as in the realm of the physical form. So let's just receive this first. Here we go. Okay, good. Take a deep breath. So that was releasing the resentment, any lifetimes where we felt resentful of having a physical form when we've chosen it from a soul perspective, but from a form perspective, a human perspective or whatever, we have felt that sense of density. And he was saying, especially at the times that we are going through now, where sometimes we might feel out of control in this physical world. Okay, so releasing the resentment really helps us to expand our crystalline light. So just feel that sense of expansion in your heart. Okay, good. Take a deep breath. Okay, so this is Mother Mary stepping in here, and she wishes to release any of the parts of you from the suffering child. So essentially you as the suffering child, so whatever you might have experienced in this lifetime particularly, she wants to come in and release that from you, because when you hold on to trauma and suffering, it stops you from receiving. Okay, so it stops you from receiving love and abundance and your birthright, which is pure choice and abundance and joy. Okay, so just receive her love. And what she's saying is to, because Metatron is holding your hand, but what she's saying is just to feel the frequency of her hand on your heart. Okay. Good. So take a deep breath and just feel once again the expansion in your heart. Good. Okay, so you may get a sense that you're kind of stepping a little bit further into this pyramid shape activation, almost like a chamber, a bit like the Galactic crystal chamber healing chambers, a bit like that, but actually just kind of ready to step into it. So I hear the Syrian High Council, and they step in to the right side of me, and they come in because they wish to talk directly to your soul. And what they're saying to me first is that they wish to activate the remembrance of the unity and the love connection to living in a symbiotic relationship with the soul realm and the physical realm. Okay, So they want us to feel and remember within our soul. So just receive this. If you've never heard language of the light before, just receive it and just feel it into your soul. It's a language that you will probably recognize. Just bear with me a second. E katoshina tatala, o nalenidita tishti tala, o nanelidita, o alananidita, o aninishkadalidata, o aladitishninala, o ishtalatadinidata, o aninidadinada, o datishnitadinidada, untutoshidinana, aladitishkadidata, adatushkadidinata, o lanidata kishnidata, shtutalainadata. O titish gadita dangina da tush gadita darina da wodala dina da dangina da tush da lanina da o da dangina tush gadita da o da ganita shit da dangina da tola nana o da dina da gadita dangina da osh da na eat la kudish da darina da o da gadita stalata o da galati da dangina da tush da le da dangina da tush gula da dana. Take a deep breath. Okay, good. So I'm being told that we are ready to step into this pyramid now, and whatever you receive will be exactly perfect for you. So I want you to allow Metatron to step with you into this pyramid of light, and I can hear a really high tone coming in here. So just receive whatever you need to receive and just feel it with an open heart and a soul as you assimilate this remembrance of who you truly are. And now they're saying to me before the next tone comes in, for you to project where you choose to share your soul message. So I see the 1111 in front of me, and this is our opportunity to project where we truly want to share our soul's message with humanity. Just stay in that for a moment. And Melchizedek steps in here. So I have Metatron on the one side holding our hand, and I have Melchizedek here on the other side. And I see him with his book of codes, and he's telling me that it is time for us all to rise to the next, not so much timeline, he's saying, but to the next frequency match to the next part of our mission. So I'm seeing silver codes here, and what he's going to do is actually, we're going to all get individual ones, so depending on what you've chosen in your lifetime, and you're going to receive these silver light codes. Where are they going? Okay, into every single chakra. So there is an upgrade in your chakra ascension system, I'm hearing. So the system of your chakras is going to be upgraded, and you're going to receive downloads, thank you, about your mission. So we're going to do that after. So let's just receive these codes first. So I want you to imagine that you can see beautiful silver light codes coming in to each one of your chakras, into your body, activating. Take a deep breath. Activating your DNA, activating each part of your physical body, I'm hearing. activating your chakras. And you may get a sense of a vibrational shift here. So take a deep breath. Good. And I want you to imagine yourself completely in this pyramid of light. And I want you to ask, as your frequency is a match to your highest possible guidance, I want you to have a conversation with your higher self and your highest guides. And just take your time to ask whatever you want to ask, or just listen. Imagine the pyramid around you, all the beautiful colours. Feeling this unity of the embodying of the remembrance. And you can stay talking to your higher self for as long as you would like. There is no rush to come back, but know that when you come back, your frequency will have shifted. And it will be exciting to see how this unfolds in your life. So when you feel ready, you can come back. Wow. Oh, is everyone back? I'm just back. If you feel a little spacey, just connect into your Earth Star. Just reconnect into your Earth Star. When we have an activation, especially a high frequency such as we have just received, sometimes we feel a bit dizzy. But all it means is that we've raised our frequency and we are assimilating to that new frequency here in our body. Now, sometimes when we receive this kind of healing and activations, we experience things like healing peaks. So what I've got at the moment is an awareness of not a pain in my left ear, but like an awareness, you know. And you may experience or have experienced head pain or heart or feeling a little bit sick. Those of you in my Soul's Mission membership know very well what this means, and it is called a healing peak, and it is welcomed. But sometimes these things worry us and they sometimes make us think something's wrong with us, but actually all is perfect. So would anybody like to share how they feel, what they experienced during that activation, perhaps the message they got? Anyone like to share? Any of my soul family feel happy to share, or anybody? Oh, Rosemary feels cold. Destin, would you like? Oh, I meant to say, put your golden hand up. I meant to say. So essentially, what the spirit was saying was. Oh, someone's got their YouTube on. As we are embodying this, and as we are remembering this in our remembrance, then we are able to create in such a magnificent way. So weird. On our mission. And the lax, and what they said to me was,
that's not mine.
So weird. Did you hear that? Could you hear that?
I could hear that, but it wasn't from me.
Oh no, it wasn't from you, Destin. That was so weird how that happened. Anyway, Destin, what would you like to share? Thank you.
I'm actually in the hospital in Uruguay.
Wow.
And it's just been quite an experience. And I'm feeling really weak. And it doesn't seem like no matter how much sleep I get, I'm still feeling slightly weak. And I don't know what to do.
Well, what you've experienced just then is deep healing. And so wherever your soul was guiding you to actually come on this evening, or whatever time it is for you, wherever you are in the world, you were guided to come on this. And there will be a really important reason why you needed to experience these frequencies, Destin. And know, and what I'm hearing from my guides is, this too shall pass. And they say that a lot because whatever we might be going through at any given time is just an experience. And quite often our physical body, well, always our physical body, is talking to us from our soul, via our soul. Okay? On I can't remember which date it is. I'm on Darius's You Wealth Revolution show. Is it the 29th, Wendy? I can't remember what date it is that I'm actually on. It's in a week or so's time anyway. It'll be on my newsletter. Perhaps Wendy can put the date there. But I'm on Darius Brandes' You Wealth Revolution show. And my focus of that show is talking about the physical body and how the messages in the physical body are showing up and what we can understand from it. Okay, so you might like to listen into that, and if you're on my newsletter, you're going to get all of that information. And to be on my newsletter, you just sign up. It's free. Okay, and you probably have, to be on here, you've probably signed up to my newsletter. All right, my love. Okay, but know that whatever you're going through, whatever experience you're going through, your soul knows exactly why you're experiencing it. Okay, and your body is always doing the best it possibly can. Okay, anybody else like to? Oh, thank you. I thought it was the 29th. Thanks, Wendy. It's Wednesday the 29th of November. It's a sign up, but it's free, and you can come on and you can ask me any questions you like. To be honest, you can ask me anything you like now, but you can on that show as well. Thanks, Wendy, for sharing that. So Sarah said total trance. Whatever message came in was subtle, but will be manifest as it needs to be. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Stacey, feeling light and more free. My message was to walk through life with ease and grace. Absolutely. And the thing is that when I was shown this before, what they were going to do, obviously I don't get told the full stuff, but what I was shown was like, as we are in that remembrance and as we are embodying that remembrance, you imagine it like two parts of you, the soul part of you and the human part of you. As you remember that it is one and it is in unity, that's when pure ease and grace comes, because that's what we were meant to do. We were meant to remember that we were living simultaneously as soul in physical body. So it's not like we're just this physical, and I know you know that, But it's not just like the soul is in the body, it's that the soul is infinite, okay? And the soul is living lifetimes in different planetary aspects, which is sometimes hard to get your head around. But if you just remember it as you are pure potential. So you are pure potential, okay? And you can be, so I tell my children, you can be whoever you want to be in this world. You just have to remember that you are this incredible being, okay? So Karen, hi Karen, hi. I got an affirmation that the Let's Be Peace movement is growing and many of the diverse peace movements will join in. So we will all evolve to being peace. Wow. And unity, absolutely. And gosh, they're flying, these messages. And my message was be still, be with this quite serene connection with the light in and around me. Just be, nothing to figure out. Yes. And if you know, and if you think about it, and the just be is probably our toughest thing being human, right? You know, we've come in, we know who we are, our soul knows exactly why we're here, what we're meant to be doing in the world. And we oscillate between remembering that in our intellectual mind and oscillating back to forgetting, don't we? So this activation, my intention for it, and I know the guide's intention for it, was during this 11/11, such powerful energies, this true portal, was for us to be in that frequency of remembrance on Remembrance Day. So Amber Lily, I heard all is perfect, you are loved, you can heal yourself, and then my ears stopped ringing, tinnitus. I feel very warm and calm. Thank you for that activation. Amber, you're so welcome. Did you have tinnitus before? Was that something that you had? Eva, my message was you are doing well. Pain in the shoulder is part on my journey. The soul's always guiding you, right? Yeah. Ah, Sarah, this unity is what I've been teaching as my family finds itself in the middle of this war in the Mideast. Darkness can only be dispelled with light. Absolutely. And you know what's really, really important is to remember is that as we are remembering our starseed essence and the light that we are, that is the key to the transformation in the world. Okay? That nothing is outside of us. And so what we are experiencing and seeing in the world is a reflection of us as humanity. So as we do our inner work, which we hear all the time, right? But as we do our inner work and we do things like this and we show up and we remember who we are on a deeper level at all times, we are assisting in the peace in the world, okay? And one of the things that's coming to me to say is that how we respond, and we talk about this a lot in our soul family, but how we respond to situations with no judgment, but an indication is showing us where we are on that emotional vibration, okay? So if we're responding to something from a place of anger or fear, then we just know, thank you, thank you, thank you for showing me that. And the opportunity is to heal, okay? And it's really beautiful when you can take responsibility for what you attract and what you are emotionally feeling. That is such an empowering place to be. You know, when the old days, when we were in the third dimension, that was the time when we used to just blame and we used to make wrong people. But actually, as we're doing this, and we were talking about it the other day actually in our private group, and we were saying that as we are judging another or judging a situation, we're actually just judging ourselves and activating that fear within us. Okay? So not to say that from a place of judgment, but just to say it from a place of observation. Okay? Roshni's saying, oh, thank you, all beautiful messages. Roshni's saying there were really loud fireworks going on outside and still going on, so I didn't get a message, but received the healing and could see the pyramid. Felt like a major shift. Yeah, me too, with my ear. So the left side, we often talk about it being the feminine and about receiving. And if it's your ears, then it will be about hearing words of love. So maybe receiving words of love. So this may be what I have. There may be a release there with me. Okay. So anybody feeling something in their body, anything that's coming up in their body since we've done the activation. Let's have some water. So Kristen said, feeling very elevated, needed that earth star grounding, amazing. My message was, it's okay to celebrate your success now too. Amazing. Yeah, celebrate yourself, absolutely. Because when you celebrate yourself, you give the permission for others to celebrate too. Gloria, bless you. You can watch it again on YouTube. Lots of people saying about swells. Pat got very cold. Pressure in the ears. Yes, absolutely. Like I had. Joyce has a headache, right side of the head. Yeah, okay. So big healing peak going on there. Amazing. Oh, welcome, Sandra. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's good, Tracy. Tracy said that she had ear problems and now they feel that they have released. Gianna, I feel like I've blown up in a spacesuit. It's funny. Jane, oh hi Jane. Thank you, Susan. I feel very relaxed and calm. My head felt tingly on the right side. Message was reassuring that all will work out okay. Now just feeling tingly in the head. Amazing. So the tingly in the head is like that whoosh, opening up the crown. Kerry, heaviness in the back of the lungs. Okay, yeah. So that's the past. That's very much about, and the lungs are holding, well, the Chinese, the Eastern philosophies say that the lungs are the place where we hold our sadness. So it might be that, Kerry, that there's some sadness leaving, that's been there, that's been held there for a long time. Okay. So you can ask, so one of the things that you can do, one of the things that I teach is to connect in with your own healing sound, because you are your own inner healer, right? So I'm just facilitating you. Everyone is their own inner healer. So if you just ask for the healing sound to release that heaviness and really connect in with the emotion of it. So if anybody else is experiencing anything in their physical body, Charlotte's saying sharp jabs in the left side. So whatever it is, just put your hands on your heart, ask for the healing sound to come through, but connect with the emotion of the actual pain. All right. So the heaviness, what does that feel like? What does the sharp pain feel like? What emotion is it? So we have to be really specific with our guides and with our higher self, because of course it could be a blanket fear otherwise. Yeah. So be really specific and ask for the healing sound frequency. And if you've never done that before, it might sound a bit weird, but just do it because it's your very own healing frequency. I'm going to go to Marianne because she's got her golden hand up. Marianne, did you want to share? Hi,
yes,
Marianne.
I would like to. Can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, good. Yes. I had Raphael with me too.
You have
Raphael, Archangel Raphael.
Oh, beautiful.
And in this week, Mahavatar Babaji has looked up and say, I'm here.
Oh, I think Roshni knows about Roshni. Who is that?
And that is huge. for me.
What was the name? What was the
What's
name?
the name, Marianne? Tell Roshni because she'll know.
Mahavata Babaji.
I haven't heard of that one. Sorry.
Oh, you haven't heard of that one. Sorry, Roshni. No. Okay.
But he is, I guess he is about 10, 11 or 12 dimension.
Okay.
And
So helping you and supporting you.
he is love, pure love.
How beautiful.
I met him under my education as clairvoyance.
Clairvoyance.
Yeah, he came to me there. And since I haven't seen him or heard him
since then,
and I have wished for it, but this week he suddenly was there. Yeah. So it is
so
huge
special,
for me. Yeah. And I was told, beloved soul, you are finally free to choose and manifest with ease and grace all your highest potentials and all you want.
Wow.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful message, Marianne, and
I
very
was
helpful.
told it was my just rewards as a result of my hard and diligent work, positive efforts, and affirmations of gratitude.
Wow.
And my delightful love for others.
Wow, Marianne, that's so special. That's so special.
And during your meditation, I was like in an ocean of iridescent, colorful flames.
Wow.
And so was my earth star.
Cleansing, I feel.
Yeah,
A lot of cleansing.
Yeah, yeah. And my soul was beautiful.
As it is, as you are. Thank you, Marianne.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, look at all the comments here, Marianne. That's so beautiful. Oh, bless you, Marianne, for sharing that. Let me just see. Oh, Sarah said, much gratitude to you and the angels for making the attunement available to us. Absolutely. You know, just when I get guided to do these events, it's just because I get guided, and I just go with what I'm meant to do. You know, we hold many events all month long, and you're very welcome to join them. You don't have to be a member to come on the retreats or the astrology events, but you do have to be a member to receive many of the other bonuses, but also to have our private call once a month. But you're very welcome to step into any of our retreats. And we're working with money on Monday, so anyone that feels that they have blocks to money, or they feel that they have some perceptions of belief about money that have been holding them back, then we're lifting the veil of that on Monday. And perhaps, Wendy, you put the link there if you've got it at hand for Monday's retreat, if anyone is interested. So anybody else like to share? Thanks, Stacey, for being here. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Anyone else like to share or ask any questions? You're welcome, Anne. You're welcome. Anybody got a question that they want to ask? Anything that came up in the process? Anything that they want to share? Anyone at all? This is the opportunity if you'd like to. Oh, Tracy, thank you. Tracy said, thank you so much. I love all the YouTube videos and the 5-minute frequency each week. Yeah. So if you don't know about my YouTube channel, you might be, because you might be on my YouTube channel watching this now, but if you don't know about it, I go live once or twice a week and with free healing, And on Friday mornings, there's always a 5-minute frequency tune-up. Now, what that is perhaps on a bit of a higher level, and it's for 5 minutes, and one of the guides or the Ascended Masters will come in and give you an activation. So you might like to subscribe to that channel so that you always get that. Yeah. And if you want to get my book, you can get it on Audible as well. So it's my book, Awaken the Light Within Your Heart. Whoops. You can get it on Amazon. It's on Audible as well, so I recorded it in my voice. So you can, in the back of this book, are all my processes, so you can actually do lots of self-healing. The middle of the book is the guides channeling with lots of healing. And you can get this one, which is my journal, where you can work with your guides. So it's a journal that's encoded so that when you sit down with it and you work with your guides, you actually are able to channel messages for yourself and for other people if you choose. So that's called the Journal of Insight. The guides actually, well, Wendy and I, we created this, didn't we, Wendy, together, the Journal of Insight. But the guides actually guided me to create that for you. If you would like to go on the wait list for the next professional mediumship class, then you just need to email me at susan@susankennard.co.uk, or just pop me a message on Messenger or somehow, and just let me know. Because we will take people. We're not too sure when we run the next one. It's probably going to be early next year, but it's a 9-week program, which is where you learn to be a professional medium, give professional messages to people and evidence of survival. So you might like that. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I want to share. Wendy, can you think of anything at all? Oh, my children's book. Yes, it will be on Amazon. And I'm probably going to voice record it as well, so it can be one where you can actually get your children to listen to it. But it's called The Guardian Wings, and it's really to help people, mainly people, parents as well as grandparents, but for children to remember that they have their guides and angels with them, set in a magical world, and to remember that they are incredible beings in this world. Pat, okay. Oh, Laurie, thank you for being here. Pat said, I saw some colours but nothing else. I must be blocked. Not necessarily, Pat. The fact that you saw some colours, to be honest, I just saw some colours as well when we were going in through the activation. And what the colours are showing you that you're actually stepping into a new frequency. So don't feel that you're blocked. Don't worry about that. Just know that you will have received it, even if perhaps you didn't hear anything or see anything. You can always listen to it again on my YouTube channel. Okay, it's evergreen on there, so you can always go back over and do that process again. Rosalie, thank you, my love. Thanks. Oh gosh, thank you so much for yeah, it's lovely to reconnect with you, Jane, as well. How lovely. Is anybody here for the first time and has never ever done one of these events? Just put a yes if you've never ever done one of these events with me before and you're new. Victoria, well, you're very welcome. And I hope that you will join the YouTube channel. I hope you'll join the community on the newsletter, and we can always let you know when there's another event coming up. Anybody else that is new? So everybody has been here before. That's amazing. Absolutely incredible. Oh, Charlotte's saying, I saw no colour this time, but received something as my body is trying to release deep emotion. Absolutely. I think that, you know, we hear this terminology, ascension symptoms, a lot. And essentially, I think what's happening is as our frequency is raising. I, for one, have become a vegetarian since March this year. So I don't eat meat or fish, and that's just happened overnight pretty much. I can't really drink alcohol anymore, which is sad because I quite enjoyed it at the time. I can't have that foods, some foods I can't eat at all. I think that our body is just becoming so much more crystalline. Okay, so it's nothing to worry about, whatever's going on in your body. You know, disclaimer, I'm not a doctor and I don't claim to heal or cure. However, what I do know, being a neuropsychologist and working with dis-ease, is that our body is talking to us at all times. So the soul is communicating via the body. And one of the key things to remember, I'm a naturopath as well, so one of the key things to remember is to keep your body clear. Okay, so I think you probably know what I mean by that. So just, you know, think about what you're putting in your body. Think about why you put it in your body, okay? And just be mindful about what that might be. We have to remember that the body is always trying to do the best it can for us, and it absolutely can heal itself, okay? It absolutely can. I watch it all the time with my clients. You know, people are healing themselves all the time. They're coming off medication, not because I'm telling them to come off it, but because they naturally come off it themselves, okay? So it's really important to remember that this physical vehicle needs to be clear so that our soul can carry out its pure mission, all right? That doesn't mean you can't have a bit of chocolate sometimes. Doesn't mean that you can't party sometimes. I'm just talking about it generally, okay? So your general looking after your physical vehicle so that your soul can carry out its true mission in this jacket. Yeah, you only get one jacket at the moment, right? Maybe we can have more another time, but at the moment we've just got one, okay? And this jacket is really important to look after, and more I'm realizing that for myself, okay? More and more, the stronger my body is, the healthier my body is, the better I feel, okay? Tracy, that's amazing. Tracy said I came off medication I had been on for 22 years earlier this year. Wow. Yeah. What was the medication that you came off? Just pop it in the chat. You know, I watch people that, people in my membership, of course, but watch people generally just anxiety. Wow, yeah. So a medication for anxiety, yeah, absolutely. As you start to heal, I mean, I really feel that medication is useful in some cases, but what it actually does is it masks the real reason for why your body is trying to talk to you, okay? So I get it that sometimes we need medication, and definitely with operations and things like that, but it actually masks the true message. So just think about that, you know? If we're masking the true message, our soul can't really talk to us in the way it needs to through our body, because we're just suppressing it, okay? So we need to have a look at that and think about that, and that's just in time. It's in time. There's no rush. Just feel what feels right. If you feel like your diet is changing, I definitely don't go on a diet. I don't agree with them. But if you just notice that you start to feel that you don't drink coffee anymore, or you don't drink tea anymore, or you don't have fizzy drinks anymore, or you feel like you can't eat bread or something like that, or the medication you're taking, for example, in Tracy's case, she chose and made the choice to come off it herself, and her diet has changed, she's saying. Those sort of things are actually showing you something. And what probably came up for Tracy, and I'll see in the notes if she has, emotions would have come up, right? Deep old emotions. There we go. Yes, I suppress lots of emotion. Yes, yeah. So suppressing the emotion essentially is what happens when we are masking something, okay? So we're masking it and we're getting on with it and we're dealing with it, and it's a day-to-day thing, when actually what we need to do is access that emotion. as we drop into and access that emotion, this is what we're doing on our soul family constantly, all month long, looking at what we need to release. We're doing that on the retreats on Monday as well this week. But what do we need to release? What is it that has been held there within us? Not that there's anything wrong with us, but what has been within us that's like a frequency match to lack, or a frequency match to our body needing to show this message, or a frequency match to a relationship. Do you see what I'm saying? So basically, as we are ongoingly looking at those parts of us, we are raising our frequency and our light is brighter, and the opportunities that come to us are a reflection of our frequency. Okay? So you may notice after this event, this brief event, you may notice that, you know, things change. Maybe you get gifts from people. Maybe you start to think, oh, maybe I need to do this for myself. Maybe your relationship changes slightly. Maybe your children are calmer with you. Maybe you just feel like, oh, I want to write that book that's been held within me for such a long time. Okay? Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel, or maybe you want to do all of that. So just notice what happens. And you may notice that some other emotions come up. Wendy, Pat's asking for the link for the Monday's retreat. It's in the newsletter. So the newsletter went out this week. So if you've got the newsletter, then you'll get that. But Wendy did put the link, but she can put it again now for Monday's retreat. Yeah. Yeah, so as you notice all of these things, you may notice that other emotions come up. We've got an amazing astrology at the moment. So we've got the new moon in Scorpio happening on Monday, and we had our new moon event on Friday last night. And you may notice that you felt a bit frustrated, or you may have had arguments with people, or you may feel like something's coming to a head for you, and depending on where it is in your chart, which house it's in, will depend on what's happening in your life. And so this is a fantastic time for us to really go into this deep realm of saying, right, I don't want to live my life like this anymore. I truly want to live why I'm here. And if you are here and if you are listening to this, then you are a starseed, which means you are here to shine the light so that others can see it. Okay? Which to me is so exciting. Like, you know, I love living my mission. I can't wait to get on that plane and come out to San Diego on the 5th of December. I can't wait. So if you live in San Diego and you want to come and see us, then you can look on the newsletter. It's going out this week. I'm speaking at an event on the 9th, but you don't have to come to that. You can if you'd like, but you don't have to. You can actually just, you know, rock up and let me know you're there, and we'll say hi, maybe in the foyer of the hotel or something. But I just want to meet people. I just want to spread my mission out in the world, and I'd love to meet as many people as possible. So, oh, thanks, Wendy. Wendy's put the retreat there. You just have to put your time zone in when you're booking the event. It's all recorded, so even if you can't be there live, the recording goes straight out. So you're welcome to join even if you can't be there live. So I think that's it. I don't think I've got anything else I need to say. Just know that your guides are with you at all times. You do not need to close down. You are perfect as you are. Your guides are with you always. And don't forget to ask. Always ask your guides for support. Always ask your higher self, because the answers are already within you. Much love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to stop the recording now.